Hello, everyone. Welcome back to CRE with Mace. I'm your host, Mason Jandro, and today's topic, we will be exploring what I believe is very important when it comes to commercial real estate. Look, if you're a business owner or an investor looking to lease commercial space, I'm sure you've heard the terms tenant rep and landlord rep being thrown around. But what do these terms actually mean, and what are the differences between these two types of commercial real estate brokers? Well, in this video, we will try to help you make an informed decision about which representative will meet your business needs. We'll start by discussing what a landlord rep is and what they do, followed by what a tenant rep is and how they differ from a landlord rep. Finally, we'll compare and contrast the two representatives and hopefully help you make an informed decision about which one will meet your business needs. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in. So what is a landlord rep? Well, the landlord rep, better known as the listing broker or leasing agent, is the broker who represents the landlord or the property owner in a commercial real estate transaction, hence the title landlord rep. Their goal is to secure the best deal for the landlord, whether that be highest priced or longest lease term or most favorable lease term. Their goal and their fiduciary duty is to the landlord. Landlord reps typically have an exclusive agreement with the landlord to lease their property. They're responsible for marketing the property, for touring and showing the space, for having a deep knowledge of the building and the surrounding area and the real estate market so that they can give valuable insights to the ones that they show the building to. However, one potential downside of working with a landlord rep is that their duty is to the landlord, not you as a tenant. This means that while they might provide helpful information about the building and may give advice to the tenant, their ultimate goal is to get the best deal for the landlord. So because of that, they may not have the tenant's best interest in mind. They want the landlord to get the best deal when negotiating terms. Overall, a landlord rep can be a valuable resource to landlords or property owners, but may not be the best choice for tenants looking to secure the best deal in the market. Well, that is where tenant reps come in. So what is a tenant rep? Well, a tenant rep or a tenant representative is the broker who represents the tenant in a commercial real estate transaction, hence the title tenant rep. Their goal is to secure the best possible lease terms for the tenant, meaning lower rent, maybe some free months of rent, getting tenant improvements, negotiating a favorable lease term, and hopefully finding a location that best fits the tenant's business needs. Tenant reps work exclusively for tenants. Their fiduciary responsibility is to their client, the tenant. They often have a deep knowledge of the real estate market. They have a deep database to find local buildings that are available for lease or for sale. They know landlords, ones that are easy to work with and ones that are maybe a little bit more complicated to deal with. And they know their negotiating strategies. They know your rights, your responsibilities as a tenant. In addition to finding you a suitable space for your business, tenants can be trusted advisors. You can lean on them when it comes to advice and thinking about the leasing process. They help tenants with lease agreements and lease documents. They negotiate renewals or terminations. They negotiate any disputes that may arise in the leasing process or when you're in a building that they helped you lease. One potential downside of working with a tenant rep? Well, there really isn't any. It makes sense why you wouldn't work with a tenant rep. Tenant rep brokers are there to represent you as the client, and I would say 99% of them are free. They cost nothing. If you're a tenant rep broker out there and you're charging a fee to help a client find a real estate space, well, you're going to lose out on a lot of competition where most tenant rep brokers are free. They cost you nothing. The downside is there is no downside. They do all the grunt work for you. They help you. They make the leasing process as smooth as it can be for you, the tenant, looking to lease a commercial space. Overall, tenant reps can be a valuable resource for you as a tenant when you're trying to navigate the complex world of commercial real estate. They provide value, they negotiate favorable lease terms for you, and they make sure that they are with you every step of the way. So now you know what a landlord rep is and what they do, and what a tenant rep is and what they do. We will now discover the differences between the two. While a tenant rep and a landlord rep both navigate the same commercial real estate market, there are several key differences between the two that can impact the leasing process. First and foremost, and mentioned earlier, the tenant rep's fiduciary responsibility is to the tenant, just as the landlord rep's fiduciary responsibility is to his client, the landlord. So this can lead to different negotiating strategies and lease terms on both sides. For example, a tenant rep may negotiate a lower rent or a shorter lease term. Whatever their client needs, tenant rep will try to make that happen in the negotiating process, while the landlord rep may negotiate for a higher rent, a longer lease term, a more favorable lease that favors his client, the landlord. Another key difference is in their approach to marketing and showing a space. A landlord broker is looking to represent the space that he is leasing in the best possible light so that it may look like it is the perfect building, and for that reason the landlord will get paid what the landlord is asking on the brochure, while the tenant rep broker is looking to satisfy the needs of his client, making sure that the space fits his client's specific needs and wants and desires. See, tenant reps will typically conduct a thorough needs analysis with their client. They will ask them what their certain needs are, how much square footage, what location, how many ground level doors or dock highs, do they need office space, do they need to build out office space? All these different questions will then lead the tenant rep to go out into the market and find different spaces and different locations that meet the needs of their client. While the landlord broker may be representing the landlord on 4 different buildings, but he's only going to represent those 4 to a potential tenant because he represents his client, the landlord. His goal is to get those locations leased. And so because of that, he's only going to show the 4 that he is representing, not any other buildings in the market. Finally, tenant reps have a broader range of services that they can provide their client other than just securing a space in the market for them. For example, they can send them market analysis and research, lease document review, renewal or termination negotiations, also dispute resolution. They are there every step of the way, in the beginning, through, and at the end of the leasing process for their clients. Overall, while both tenant reps and landlord reps play important roles in the commercial real estate market, their differing fiduciary responsibilities, negotiating strategies, the way they approach marketing and showing space can impact the leasing process in significant ways. It's very important for tenants to understand the differences and choose a representative that can best meet their needs. Look, when deciding between a landlord rep and or a tenant rep, it's going to come down to one thing: your specific needs and goals. A landlord rep is focused on helping landlords or property owners lease out their properties. So if you're a landlord or a property owner looking to find tenants to fill your location, a landlord rep may be the right choice for you. They have a deep understanding of the real estate market and the negotiating process. They can market your property the correct way with listing brochures and signage and database analysis that can bring tenants to that brochure and to possibly tour your space and get you the best possible deal for your location. On the other hand, if you're a tenant looking for space for your business, then a tenant rep may be a better choice. So look, a tenant rep's fiduciary responsibility is to you and to represent your best interests in the negotiating and leasing process. That means that they work exclusively for you on your behalf, finding you the right and perfect space, making sure and ensuring that you get the best deal. A tenant rep may also help identify some hidden costs that you would never have known about if you would have been with a landlord broker. They might have not told you the different operating expenses and different taxes that are included in the lease that a tenant rep would point out to hopefully show you and help you make a great decision, a profitable decision for your business. Ultimately, the choice between a landlord rep and a tenant rep depends on your specific needs and goals. If you're a landlord rep can help you find the right tenants. And if you're a tenant rep will help you find the right building. That's the point. It's important to work with a broker who understands your needs and has the experience and expertise to help you achieve your goals. Whether you choose a landlord rep or a tenant rep, the right broker can make a significant difference in your commercial real estate transaction. So take the time, do your research, and make sure that you find the broker that is right for you, that's going to look out for your best interests, that's going to make sure that you secure the perfect space or lease the perfect space for your needs. Because the competitiveness of this market in commercial real estate is real, and you want to make sure that you have a broker who represents you, who's on your side, and make sure that your business is thriving and your needs are met. Well, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Mason Jandro. I'm with Cressa Commercial Real Estate. I'm a tenant rep broker in the Southern California market. So if you're a business owner or investor looking to lease your next space and need a tenant representation, I'd be happy to help you out. Hop on a call with you or shoot me an email. All of my information is in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button or subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.